Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns.
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Cousins now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Hey, no, easy. Go on.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's got some space here. Touchdown! That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth down, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Cousins to throw it. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joseph now to have the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half.
And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yep. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Chubb on the counter. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 33 yards.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Gone.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Room here to run.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They run it again with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Third and goal for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T.J. Hockenson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz.
41 yards.
And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. York now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
A first down throw for Cousins.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. They'll throw again. Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York on now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. Do you want to throw it?
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And he'll He'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
York now for the extra point.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Let's go.
Again, it's Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And as this defense